Outside is decorated like an Instagram cafe, white walls, blue shutters, alongside a babbling creek, unbelievable. And that lovely Annie has an enormous art studio where she can paint and enjoy the scenery every day, listening to Noah's promises. She is absolutely under the faint moonlight. Their hearts were ablaze, shyness faded away, and they had finally crossed into the realm of adulthood. At 3 a.m., Noah's buddy burst in because Annie hadn't made it home, and her mom had summoned the entire town's police force. Annie realized the seriousness of the situation and insisted Noah take her home. Once there, her parents whisked her away for a private lift in the living room. Noah fidgeted as Mom stormed in, berating him and claiming he was just a joke, born from humble beginnings. She coldly remarked that Noah didn't stand a chance with their family, leaving him with no dignity whatsoever. Sitting in the living room, Noah pondered, realizing that maybe leaving was the best way to show his love for Annie. Hearing the door slam, Annie dashed out, pleading with Noah not to go. Her heart raced as she thought he might be giving up on their love. Her inner fury ignited instantly. "Come on. Let it all out. Don't hold back. Stop. You know I can do this. Please don't." "Okay, it's over. Just don't touch me." But this fight was anything but the usual make-up routine. Noah silently prepared to leave, sending Annie into a panic. No. Wait, we're not fighting. This is just a little spat. Tomorrow it'll be like nothing ever happened. Yet all she got back was an endless sigh. Early the next morning, Annie saw the butler packing bags. Realizing her parents were planning to leave early, she rushed to find her mom. She begged her mom for a few more days, but icy words made it clear there was no chance. Before leaving, she chose to bid farewell to Noah, but when she raced to the lumberyard, her friend informed her he wasn't around. She asked her friend to tell Noah she loved him deeply and to have him write to her. Sadly, she left with nothing but regret. Back at the lumberyard, Noah learned Annie had been there, and he rushed to her house only to find it empty. He wrote Annie a letter every day, expressing his longing and his plans for their future. Unfortunately, her mother secretly intercepted the letters. She didn't want her daughter to have anything to do with this poor boy. After 365 unanswered letters, Noah chose to bid farewell to the past and start anew. In that turbulent era, the U.S. was going up in smoke. Noah was determined to enlist, gearing up to fight. He fought for 2 grueling years against the Empire, enduring the trials of war and losing his closest friend. Annie also participated in the medical team on the battlefield. One day, in the process of assisting an injured soldier, she unexpectedly caught the eye of another soldier. Just as she was wrapping up her school day and preparing to make her way home, he happened to call out her name. The soldier was clearly a distinguished officer hailing from a wealthy family, super handsome and humble. He was the perfect catch. One look, and Annie was smitten by his deep gaze. Soon, they were attending various balls as a couple. Bard decided to propose to Annie, leaving her with a hurdle to clear, but little did the poor guy know that her mom had already approved this future son-in-law. Under the pressure of the crowd's anger, Hard announced their impending marriage, yet in Anna's mind, only Noah's image lingered, impossible to dispel. Reality is always dramatic. One day, while trying on wedding dresses, Annie stumbled upon a photo of Noah with the house, nearly fainting from excitement. Turns out after Noah recovered, his dad sold the house. He actually sold the house. Can I really even believe this? For sure, that was the decision we should make. One day, Noah went into town and unexpectedly spotted her on the bus, making his day. She jumped off the bus recklessly, weaving through the streets, and finally spotted Annie at a restaurant, dancing by the river. At that moment, it was as if he couldn't breathe. Instead of approaching her, he quietly turned and left. Not long after, Noah's father passed away unexpectedly, shattering her belief in life completely. She poured her last bit of enthusiasm into renovating the old house, believing that if she fixed it up, Annie would magically return. After endless toil, the old house was finally renovated, but her heart still felt hollow. So she thought about renting the house out, but no matter who came and what offer they made, she always had a reason to turn them away. While showering, Annie stared at Noah's picture in the paper, feeling a mix of emotions so complicated. Ultimately, she found her fiancé and confessed she needed some time away. He just figured she was dealing with pre-wedding jitters. Annie made a special trip to Noah's renovated house, the very place he promised her. With white walls and blue shutters, Noah heard a car pull up. thinking it was another potential buyer and getting ready to chase them off. Little did he anticipate that the visitor would be none other than Annie, the girl he had once deeply loved and hadn't seen for a long time. No stood there, completely dumbfounded, utterly unsure of what to say. Annie felt so awkward, wanting to leave, but in her excitement, she bumped into the fence, making her car stall. It was then Noah finally snapped out of it, and Annie told him she was about to get married. He feigned calm, but felt utterly crushed inside. Noah tried to suppress his emotions, asked if they could be friends, and invited Annie to dinner. They reminisced about the year they were 17, and in that house they made promises to each other. Noah expressed his hope that Annie could make another visit tomorrow, evoking a spontaneous smile on everyone's face. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We promise to continue bringing you even more fascinating and amazing content.